Hi everyone, this is Ashley from Ashley Plans It All, and today I'm going to show you how I took this retired Speedy 40 bag that was in the back of my closet and revamped her to this. Many moons ago, while browsing Pinterest, I stumbled upon this beautiful customized Speedy 35 that someone was carrying around Toronto Fashion Week. I did a lot of research, clicking around, and I immediately thought about the Speedy 40 that I have not carried in ages. Nothing's wrong with the bag that I have, I just wanted to customize it. So I gathered all the materials needed down to the raccoon tail from Amazon and got to work. I store all of my luxury bags in my closet with these little pillows that I made from leftover quilt blocks and fabrics. I sourced all of my patches and this cute little raccoon tail from Amazon. You can also check out Etsy and your local craft store. To audition the placement of the patches on my bag, I temporarily taped them to the surface with some basic tape from my office. Even though I did not use all of the patches in this project, I am going to set them aside for a future project. To be honest, it probably will not be another bag, but possibly like a sweater or vest, something along those lines. All of these patches had some type of meaning. For example, the aliens and the abduction patches are because I love Ancient Aliens, the TV show in history. I have seen probably every episode at least 10 times. Then there's the Hawaii patch because my husband and I got married in Hawaii. There's a Hocus Pocus, I Need Wine to Focus patch. That patch did not make it to this project, but that is paying respects to my favorite movie in the fall, which is Hocus Pocus. I watch it every single September 1st. There's also a cassette tape from the Marvel's movie, and my husband and I do watch a lot of Marvel together, but I bought it primarily because I'm an 80s baby, and who doesn't love a good cassette tape mixtape? During the auditioning process, I found that the desk tape was just not holding the patches temporarily on my bag so I can get a good visual, so I did switch to a clear packing tape. Looking back, I am so thankful that I did not put any patches on the ends of my bag because sewing those on would have been an absolute nightmare. So kudos to past me for thinking ahead or just giving up, I don't know, on the sides, because it really did save me a lot of headache when I began the sewing process. When I was happy with the layout of all the patches, it was time to bust out the glue. I found this Gorilla Glue at my local Hobby Lobby. Around this time, before the first patch was glued down, I remember thinking that this can go really good or really bad, and I did not want it to go bad. If you decide to embark on this project, I highly suggest that you keep your packing tape or whatever tape that you are using handy, because as you move your bag around, the patches will slip a little because it has not fully dried, and you want the tape to continue to hold the patches in place while you glue the other patches in place, and to also hold everything together when you set your bag aside to dry. I continue the process of gluing down the patches and securing it with tape before setting it aside to allow the glue to dry. After allowing the bag to dry for a few days in my craft room, I was super excited to carry the bag for the very first time. So I attached a strap that I had on another bag in my closet, as well as the raccoon tail, and carried the bag around for a couple of days. After carrying the bag around for a few days, I noticed that I did not like how the patches were sitting on the bag. The edges were coming up and the bag looked completely homemade, probably a little bit fake, even though it's not, and it just did not have that pop that I wanted. It did not look complete. So I set it in my craft room with the plans of sewing the patches on. When I tell you that this bag was in retirement in my closet, I mean it. When this bag went into my craft room, I completely forgot about it until it was time to do my New Year craft room spruce up. And lo and behold, here's my Louis Vuitton Speedy 40 that I did not complete. So it was time to sit down, install a heavy duty needle, and sew these patches down. Since I had the majority of this video sped up, I wanted to show you the real-time sewing speed of sewing down these patches. It was very, very difficult. At first, I didn't want to damage my bag. I mean, I did put patches on it with glue, so I didn't want anything to happen. So I was folding it and trying to get it into my sewing machine as best as possible, and the process took a very long time. I wanted the end product to look as professional as possible. I made sure to match the top thread of my sewing machine to the actual patch. So there were 3 different thread changes, 1 black, 1 gold, and 1 pale yellow. By the way, if you are vibing to the music, these tracks can be found on YouTube Music, Apple Music, and Spotify by searching Prodigy Music Man. If you decide to tackle this project on your own, please take your time. Not only is your bag expensive, but you want the end product to look custom, not homemade. So I suggest putting your sewing machine on the slowest stitch speed and take your time so you don't break a needle and your stitches are equally spaced. To make sure I did not accidentally sew the interior pocket of my bag, I used a couple of Wonder clips to keep it out of the way. I also used another clip to secure the zipper tab to the pull tab. By around the third or fourth patch, I discovered that my bag would not tear and it was not as fragile as I was making it, and things started to progress a little bit quicker. But I was still taking my time, and my machine was still on the slowest stitch speed possible. So here it is, guys, my Speedy 40, fresh out of retirement. I cannot wait to carry her. All of the patches are secure, it looks professional, and this bag screams Ashley, like no one else has this. If you decide to tackle this project, please share pictures, leave comments below, and let me know what patches you would add to your bag. Until next time, guys. Bye.